How to use prayers to manifest instantly. This video is pan-religious. It doesn't matter if you're Christian, Muslim, Hindu, Buddhist, spiritual, not spiritual, atheist. This is the fundamentals of how to pray. I have used this to manifest connections, relationship, money, synchronicities, job, opportunities, you name it. This is the method that is going to have every single one of your prayers answered instantly. Stay to the end of this video to learn how. Hello beautiful souls, my name is Ola here and I help you align with your purpose. So subscribe because you deserve everything you desire. So you want to learn how to pray, because try as you might, you've been praying and praying and praying and praying and wishing for this thing, but it just hasn't come to pass yet. First of all, I'd like to give a huge shout out and thank you to the commenter who suggested this video. If you want a shout out in the next video, or you want a full video dedicated to a question or topic of your choice, make sure to leave a comment on this video telling me what you would like to see. Now back to how to pray. Try as you might, you're just not having your prayers answered or manifesting the things you want to make manifest. The method I'm about to teach you is one of the most powerful manifestation methods. It's the same method Jesus used in order to perform miracles, because never in the Bible did I read Jesus doing the 3-2-1 manifestation method, visualization, scripting, maybe visualization, but no scripting, affirmations. This is how Jesus created instant miracles, turning water into wine. This is the fundamental principles. If you master this, you'll be able to create miracles in your own life. Attract the most mind-blowing or inducing synchronicities and experience, be able to speak something and by the end of the day have it made manifest. I have done this countless times. It is almost scary. I've spoken something into existence through prayer. Now, I want us to understand where you are going wrong, because the fact of the matter is you are not praying correctly, because if you were, you would be manifesting instantly. Just understand what prayer is and what prayer is not, because I guarantee you, you are seeing prayer as what it is not. That is why you are not manifesting. What is prayer? This is without the context of any religion. Prayer is not asking for something. It is saying what it is. It is speaking words into existence. That is where a lot of you go wrong, because you think you are begging or asking for something instead of creating with your words. That is the difference. Your current prayers don't work so well because this is how you are. Oh, please, 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 can I have this? Maybe, please. I know I sinned. I touched my pee-pee, but I'm not deserving of this internally. I feel like I don't deserve this. I don't truly have this. I lack this, but I'm begging you, Lord, maybe please make me whole so that maybe I can feel that joy and fulfillment that I'll feel when this prayer comes to pass. Please, please, please. Oh, this is what you're like. You're holding your hand out to, like, the ball is coming or the prayer is incoming, but you're pushing that away because in your heart you don't believe you deserve it. Number one. Number two, you're begging. I don't like a beg, and neither does the universe. If you're begging, it implies you do not have. I lack. Guess what? You have to attract lack and lack and lack. You saying, please, 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 oh please, I sinned, or I did this, or I want this. What do I say about want? Want means I do not have. If you do not have, it's just a weird cycle where receiving is knowing you already have. Receiving is the process of having. In order to receive that prayer, you have to be full of the energy of whatever it is you want. If you're praying for your dream husband, that is just you wanting love or stability, which means you have to be an energetic match for that, which means in yourself you must find love and stability, okay? Shift your lens from begging and hoping to trusting and knowing. I believe that you are God. You are a co-creator of your reality and experience, which means you're not asking for something from somewhere out of you. You are outlining the perimeters of what you are going to experience. You are creating the future you know is for sure going to happen. So you're not saying, please, can I have this? You're saying, this is what I want and here's how it's going to happen. You're saying, I want this dream guy. It's not, please, can I have a husband? Is, here are his characteristics. Here is who he is and how he's going to act. This is the energy he's going to embody. I know I deserve this because I'm already in the energy of this, and attracting this is just attracting another experience I'm already experiencing. So why would it not happen? That is the difference. You're communing, like think of God or whatever universal consciousness you believe in or you're praying to as a friend or a business associate you're on the phone to. This is how this business deal is going to play out. This is the end result. And then you cut the line knowing that they're going to take care of how it's going to happen. It's none of my goddamn business how or when it's going to show up. I know it's going to be done. Period. I trust and I know, because this business partner is not one of them scammy ones that's going to embezzle all my money and run out of the country. This business partner, we've been down from the ground up to where we are now. So I know that if I call this person and tell them what's up, they're going to find a way for it to happen. I don't worry about the how, I worry about the end result. That's it. You are on the 3D. Your human experience, your ego dictates that in order to have this experience, you live in a 3-dimensional world, which means everything you want takes time. The crazy thing about it is there's actually a dimension. There are dimensions outside of this. There's the 4th dimension, which is not bound by time or space, which means in the 4th dimension, which is where God, universal consciousness, your higher self operates, there is no time. In the 4D, you can manifest instantly. You're thinking, there has to be time, like maybe if I pray, if I beg and I wait, then it'll happen. In this moment, once you've truly removed all the blocks and decided that this is who I am, this is what I'm going to experience, and your open gateway to experience that, it is instant in the 4th dimension. The only time that manifestation is not instant is when there are blocks. When you have created blocks with limiting beliefs that, it can't happen now, or I don't deserve this. That is like, let's say it is literally standing right in front of you. There's only a thin partition between you, but that thin partition is the limiting beliefs. It's like you could reach your hand out to touch it, but you can't quite get to it because there's just that bundle of limiting beliefs between who you think you are and like the thing that you. Manifestation is not about finding the frequency as most people believe or like working towards it. It's about being still in a knowing while removing all limiting beliefs. Once you've created that magnetic field of trust and knowing that it is here now, then it's magnetized to you. But if there's like a force field between you and that, it just can't get to you. So true manifestation is getting rid of all the blockage between you and that. The reason why Jesus was in that moment able to turn water into wine was because he was so deeply connected to his 4-dimensional self. Jesus was able to perform miracles because he knows there is infinite possibility in the 4D. It is not bound by time or space. Surely with time, you could have turned that water into wine. He could have gone to get grapes and this and fermented it. But he knows that there is no time and space or separation between this reality and the next reality in the 4th dimension. Which means from now to then, I could just jump. That is why he could perform miracles. That's why in one instant it was water. In the next he said, make this water into wine, and it was wine. That is the fundamentals of creating miracles. It is the trust and the knowing and the access to that 4th dimensional self. You can train this. Jesus was a miracle maker because he had become so in tune with his 4th dimensional self. When Jesus is saying, I am God, Jesus is God. The same way you are God. You are the co-creator of your reality. I'm not saying these in a religious way. I'm saying this as an archetypal example of why this is. Let's do why this type of prayer works and why yours hasn't. Yours has been begging and pleading. That's just not gonna happen. While this is detached, because when I pray, I'm like, here's what's gonna happen, beep, thank you universe, I trust it is done. That is the detachment everyone talks about when manifesting something. It is so much easier in prayer because there's no ruminating on it. There is no oh, okay, now I have to figure out what to do next in order to embody this. It is just There's a trust in giving it to a consciousness outside of yourself and knowing it is done that is more powerful than any other manifestation technique. With everything else, with the affirmation, there's still like a feeling of a bridge that needs to be crossed. Whereas I found this manifestation works so well for me because number one, it puts me into coherence, and number two, I don't have to do nada except trust. Literally how I pray is I get on my bed or get in bed, or I'm standing or I'm walking, I'm on the bus, it doesn't matter. But I'm speaking. I prefer to do it in my room so I can talk to myself and not look crazy. But it's literally not, oh, I beg, please, can I maybe? I don't even want for nothing. I want for nothing because I know it is done. Like when I'm praying, I'm not saying, oh, please, can I? Like never, ever, ever have I said, I beg or I want or please. It's just, hi, thank you for, I am grateful for, because in my heart I already feel the gratitude and the knowing of I have this thing. The only prayer that is different to the gratitude prayer is outlining the parameters, but thanking that I know it is done. Let's say I was trying to attract a certain type of connection. It's just me for myself and speaking to the universe, chipping away at all the like uncertainty around it. Let's say you're manifesting a man. The way I would go about it is trusting, like I already know that is done. But then if I wanted to pray about it, it would just be me talking to the universe and thanking him for specific experiences I have with that partner. Thank you because he is so loving. Thank you because he is so spiritually attuned. Thank you for his mental acuity. I love that about him. Thank you for his patience. Thank you because he's awakened. He's on this journey. Just outlining that. If I'm praying for a connection or a job, it's like, for this job, thank you that it is stable. Thank you that it comes in the most perfect way. Thank you that it employs my skills and my values in a way where I feel so fulfilled. That is the difference between, oh, please, can I have a job? And the job is coming, but let me just make sure crystal clear that you know what I want. Like, so that as it's coming and it's finding its way to me, or is he already in this experience? Add this also. It's like revision. The universe is making the video, but then you're watching it through and you're like, you know what, I also want this. Maybe blonde hair, maybe blue eyes, maybe, you know, maybe they give me healthcare bonus for that job. That is the difference between begging, desperation, and miracle creating prayers. Actually crazy if I start to talk of all the things I've manifested. Let me even give you a few examples. Just the little synchronicities I've attracted. I said, oh, I want fulfilling connections. Literally the next hour I met the friends that I now have. It's so divine. Trusting that there isn't even a gap between you and the things you desire, because the things you desire are just a reflection of your internal state. Now I'm going to give you some prayer points that I use often. I find it particularly helpful to recenter myself in a situation that I might find a bit triggering or throw me off my future. Trusting in the universe. Say what you want, and then I always add at the end of every prayer I say, under grace, in the most perfect way. When it's under grace, that means it can only happen in a way that is the most fulfilling outcome for you. Desire is a powerful thing. I had a job previously where I didn't really like it, and then I found myself desiring a different job. And then I quickly realized that if I kept on going this way, tragedy was going to strike, because I was resenting this experience in hope of a better experience, which just can't work. So I said, I trust that the perfect, most stable, abundant job, it's on its way to me under grace in the most perfect way. I get wonderful work in a wonderful way, and I deliver wonderful service for wonderful pay. If I had kept on going down the, oh, I hate this job, but I'm not gonna get a new one, I would have lost that job. I had the job and I retained that job for as long as it was needed to peacefully, fulfillingly transition to the better job. Whether it's a man you want, say, I attract my dream guy who's mine by divine right, under grace in the most perfect way. It just takes so much off you to submit to something greater than you. I don't know what the most perfect way would be, but it will be the most perfect way. Do you understand the power in that? You're just led by intuition. One day you get that strong urge to go down the road that you don't usually walk, and then you meet him. It's so divine. And as always, I am so proud of the person you are, and even more proud of the beautiful soul you are becoming. I am always open for conversations in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.